Today I want to show you an exercise that I like to use when I find myself thinking too hard. It's called Scribble Monsters. Scribble Monsters is a great way to get ready for a big, heavy work session, or sometimes if you're feeling stuck or uncreative, it can be a great way to break out of a rut. Hi, I'm James, an engineer and a productivity coach from Seattle, Washington. So what the heck is an engineer/productivity coach doing telling you about a drawing exercise? What does this have to do with productivity? I'll get to that later, but first, let's draw some monsters. The first step is to grab a pencil and paper. Now draw a big scribble all over it, just like this. Now, get yourself a timer and set it for 2 minutes. As the timer ticks down, what you're gonna do is turn that scribble into a monster. But the key here is you're not allowed to stop moving your pencil. Keep drawing for the full 2 minutes. So many of you might be thinking, how do I know I made a good scribble monster? What's the correct way to do this exercise? And the answer is, there is no correct, good scribble monster. You can't judge a scribble monster by standard artistic merits. There's nothing to judge it against because, well, monsters aren't a real thing. The only way to fail at scribble monsters is to overthink it, to get in your head, to stop the pencil, and to just get blocked. If you're a logical, rational STEM nerd like me, you might find this exercise really difficult. I often find myself stopping and going, would it be better if this monster had 2 legs or 4 legs? Or, does it make sense for there to be a wing here? Like, wouldn't the center of gravity be off? Like, that's weird. If you find yourself thinking those thoughts, reset, keep moving the pencil. The only goal is to keep moving your pencil for 2 minutes. If you do this exercise a lot, you'll start to see scribble monsters that come to life versus ones where it's obvious that you got stuck and were thinking too much. Scribble Monsters is an exercise from the book Making Comics by Linda Berry. This book is a little unusual for STEM, rational, engineering type people like me. It's full of handwritten notes, it's got all sorts of weird looking monsters and sketches and things like that. It's full of these exercises that don't really make any logical sense. You'll either find this book fascinating or you just might not get it. If you don't get it and you're still here, congratulations for making it this far. I'll try to explain. What's cool about this exercise is that it gives you access to a totally different mindset than the one that we normally use in day-to-day life. It's this totally different mode of thinking where it feels more free and open and creative, and weirdly enough, things start to just spontaneously appear as if from your unconscious. In this more open, freeing state of mind, I find myself coming up with more creative ideas, coming up with better ways to tackle problems that I've been stuck on. And this sounds weird, but it's actually really nice to be in this state of mind. In our modern age, we're constantly on computers, we're constantly living in cities that are made up of buildings and grid streets that are all at 90 degrees and perfectly rational. It's easy to get trapped into constantly being in a logical mindset. Exercises like Scribble Monsters help us to break free of that mindset. When you're asked to continue drawing for the full 2 minutes, your logical brain can't keep up with the nonsense that is the Scribble Monster, and this other mindset is able to take over. These kind of ideas are further explored in Ian McGilchrist's book, The Master and His Emissary. It's pretty dense, so if you want to learn more, I've linked some summaries in the description. It turns out that Scribble Monsters isn't just the invention of Linda Berry. It's a technique that's used by professional artists all over the world. Here's professional artist Tim Gula talking about a technique that he picked up called automatic drawing.
I have really no idea what's going to appear on the paper, but I just trust it will. And I just let out kind of like a highly imaginative, spontaneous expression, we'll call it for lack of a better term. This is how it would start.
Note the similarities between automatic drawing and Scribble Monsters.
This takes your mind and your mind's eye to a place that normally is unexplored.
It turns out that tons of other artists do similar exercises to get into this mindset.
It's funny how many artists like Alex Nino, Mobius, Jack Kirby do the similar thing, unawares of the others' experiences in this.
Now, I'm not an artist like Tim, and I don't think that many of my subscribers are either, but I still think this exercise is super helpful.
Because when your mind is relaxed, and this is a Mobius quote, when your mind is relaxed, it's the most creative. But I don't have to tell you all to know how hard it is to get that mind relaxed.
For me, it's a way to clear my mind and get ready for my day job, for writing, or for making these YouTube videos. Whenever I draw a few Scribble Monsters, I get into a much better mindset for creating. So the next time you feel stuck, draw a Scribble Monster. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video about giving speeches without scripts. Or you might like this video that the YouTube algorithm handpicked just for you. See ya.